Hey, after Brotherhood, we're at the end of the Ezio trilogy. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye to our boy, but we're nearing that time, so let's just get it over with, shall we? I always like this intro. Everything's really glitchy, it's trying to say something's wrong. This is not a good place to be. And in the game, we see why, and we hear a new voice.
Desmond Miles.
Every previous game has Desmond narrating the previously on segments. This guy sounds very certain of everything, very cynical. He speaks in vitriol, and you can hear him laugh in the background. Who is this man, and how does he know all this? We'll find out. Also, a different voice is talking to Sean and Rebecca. We'll learn more about him later. Desmond wakes up and is on an island. The title theme is playing in the background. His jacket's changed along with the surrounding area. It's dark and very grim. Subject 16. Man named Clay. Clay's been here a while. He gives Desmond the rundown. Desmond's mind is shattering like House's mirror at the end of Season 6. Desmond needs to properly sync with Ezio, one last time. Then the Animus can separate Desmond from Ezio and Altair, and he can leave this place. Keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing. I'd love to let 16 talk. Cam Clark did an amazing job with him, but I don't want to have the majority of the start being talking between two characters. Let's dive into hell. This intro is amazing.
Claudia, my dearest sister. I have been in Acre a week now, safe and in high spirits, but prepared for the worst. The men and women who have fed and sheltered me here also give me warning that the road to Masyaf is overrun by mercenaries and bandits, not native to this land. What this could mean, I dread to guess. When I first set out from Roma 10 months ago, I did so with a single purpose: to discover what our father did not. In a letter written the year before my birth, he makes mention of a library hidden beneath the stones of Masyaf Castle. A sanctum full of invaluable wisdom. So what will I find when I arrive there? Who will greet me? A host of eager Templars, as I fear most strongly. Or nothing but the whistling of a cold and lonely wind. Masyaf has not been home to the assassins for almost 300 years now. Can we still claim it for our own? Are we welcome there? I am wary of this fight, Claudia. Not because I am tired, but because our struggle seems to move in one direction only, towards chaos. Today, I have more questions than answers. This is why I've come so far, to find clarity. To find the wisdom left behind by the great Altair, so that I may better understand the purpose of our fight, and my place in it. Should anything happen to me, Claudia, should my skills fail me, or my ambition lead me astray, do not seek retribution or revenge in my memory, but fight to continue the search for truth, so that all may benefit. My story is one of many thousands, and the world will not suffer if it ends too soon.
God damn, that's the coolest shit. Ezio follows Altair's vision form, throws this guy off a 4-foot ledge. We got our weapons. The one hidden blade got kind of fucked, but we're still good. This encounter, most of it was just gravity. I ain't got no knives, you know? Then we get this scene. That could have gone so poorly. I threw this guy in the river here and he got stuck, I guess. Then he died after I walked away. That one's not my fault. Oh, how long have I had these? Well, where was the gunshot? Anyway, we cleared this room out, and this man tells Ezio about this massive door and the keys for it. One was found out of the Ottoman Sultan's palace, and the temple that tried to hang us has the book that knows where the rest of them are. Apparently, this door isn't able to be broken into, but this wall is actively decaying. Why not try the ancient wall instead of the door? Put some dynamite near that bitch. Just a theory. Whatever, we press on. This is such a good idea. Sweet Jesus Christ. Keep on chugging, we got a books to steal. You're okay, old man. Come on. We gotta keep going. I cleared out this area. At some point, my controller stopped working properly, and I couldn't look south. And in this fight with Leandros, the game took away my blades. Annoying, but we press on. We're back on the Animus Island. This happens from time to time. The Animus pulls Desmond from Ezio's memories and puts him back here until it can get rid of him. At the beginning of each sequence, Ezio recaps what happened prior in a letter to Claudia. I need to steal that. With that wrapped up, Ezio talks to a young man on a boat he's on. He hears the Italian in Ezio, and they strike up a conversation. The younger man is smart, and he understands that Ezio isn't telling the truth about why he's come to Constantinople, but doesn't pry. It's not really his business. And he respects that. And he meets another Italian woman who the young man helps off the ship. And he meets another man, Yusuf Tazim. He's the leader of this branch of assassins. Yusuf lets Ezio know that his Masyaf fight rang out from the Holy Land, and tells of the Templar influence in the city. Wicked. Those soldiers were Byzantines, and the ones in green are Ottoman. There's some factions at play, so it's good that they frequent different tailors. We walk to the Assassins HQ and meet our fellow assassins. I'm assuming there's more guys around here, hopefully. And we head out to resupply. Oh, I miss you so much. I looked at the tailor section, and they had every color except yellow. And this works, I guess. Yusuf tells Ezio that the Byzantines are a remnant loyal to the previous big guy. I forgot the term he used, but he doesn't know who leads them now. And he gives us the hook blade. I'm not great with it. There's an attack on 2 fronts now, and Yusuf has an idea. It's tower defense. It's very out of place, but it's fun, so I don't really care. We travel to the larger part of the map, and Yusuf shows Ezio how to use cherry bombs. Or not. Let's try that again. There we are. Works like a charm. Let's get out there and have some fun. Just like Roma. Lovely. And we're back here again. 16's very unstable, and he asks to go with Desmond when he leaves. Just no. Sorry, man, but just no. Here's our first recruit, a food thief. Come on, brother. Clear your conscience if you must, then come join our fight. I promise you it's better than jail. Let's get out of here. This game has the assassins you recruit be able to become den leaders, but we gotta do a personal mission with them first. This mission, we're investigating the increased numbers of dead assassins across the Galata district. It's concerning, to say the least. Apparently the man killing our assassins is named Vali, a former assassin who allied with the Templars. Ever fun to see. Finally, we're learning how to make bombs. Ezio tells Yusuf about Altair's keys. We meet a man named Piri Reyes in the bazaar, and he shows us where the Poles used to trade. Depends on how the edit goes, but you may have noticed that I'm always fully notorious. That's how you get the den raids. It's like the opposite of never being human in Demon Souls, so you always get a white world tendency. I just like the tower defense, so I like doing them when they pop up. It's fun, but just because I like them doesn't mean I'm good at them. Is there a lore reason why this game did away with the wanted posters? We got to the old trade post where we meet Sophia. She was on the boat over from Rhodes. It's here where we find the entrance to the second key. Clever Ezio. It's just the tombs again. That's all it ever is. They're simplistic, they're formulaic, it's just easy. We got our key and a map to the others via hidden books. We find the books, they're gonna lead us to the keys. Sophia's gonna help us find the books because Ezio's a charmer like that. Also, you know, stranger in a strange land, you find somebody like yourself, you're gonna kind of gravitate toward each other. That's just how it is. I think we're at the point where we're helping the various underworlds around Constantinople. First off, the courtesans. This time, they're based out of a group of Romani people. You know, like House and Majora's Mask. I'm sorry. A group of Byzantines stole a chest of money from these folks, so we're killing everybody it touched to make it seem like it's cursed. Interesting premise. I mean, it worked well enough. On the way back, the Romani woman, whose name we didn't get, talks about how her people are from Persia, and both her and Ezio dabble in some life philosophy. And we're back. Also, I got my crossbow back. Anthrax, go! Ezio ponders his key. Hello, Altair. Spotting a new voice actor this time.
Altair, son of Umar.
Nice. These sections pop up after we collect a key. They give us some insight into different points of Altair's life. This point is where the knives haven't been perfected, so they kinda suck. So we'll just skip past this. Obvio, this part is before AC1, as Al-Mualim is alive. We'll get to that part soon enough. Finally, one of our top assassins finished his mission, and is back to kill Vali. We're off to help Sophia again, pick out Sophia's package, and get back to her shop. And she gives us the location of the first book we need. Hello there, Lost to the Ages and Now Found. Mission to Constantinople. Interesting. I believe this is the next key area. Yeah, this is way too much of a set piece to not be main story. Anyway, we jump our way through this ravine, and we get the second key. We get a slight retelling of the end of AC1, and we get the aftermath. An assassin named Abbas questions Altair on Al-Mualim's death. Altair sets his men to her light, which goes poorly. We disarmed our attackers and see that Abbas has the apple. These two have a very interesting history with each other. Abbas's father was captured and betrayed to the assassins, which led to an assault that killed many assassins, including Altair's father. When Abbas's father came back to Masyaf, he found Altair and begged for his forgiveness before cutting his throat in front of the 10-year-old. It's a horrible story, which Abbas doesn't believe, so he's resented Altair for a very long time. Hey, no, fuck! What the fuck? Yusuf has a plan to infiltrate Topkapi Palace. That's fun to say. I really like saying that. To protect the prince and that he's back. We're to infiltrate his minstrels. Great. Well, we've become the thing we hate most. A fucking musician. I will admit, Ezio's very good at it. He even sings about Cesare a few times. Hey, I know that kid. We met on the boat, and his uncle Ahmet. After a few more songs and slaughters, the bodies get found, and things go pear-shaped right quick. A broken loop to the jugular evens it all out, and Suleiman and Ezio get to talking. The next day, their convo continues, and Suleiman asks Ezio to try and figure out why an attempt on his life was made. So we eavesdrop on their meeting. Back to Sophia. She's found another book. But before that, some people broke into Sophia's shop and stole a painting. And we'll find it for her. Madonna. Your portrait. Sophia gives us a book location and asks why we need the books. We evade.
Meet this poor man to the sea, then meditate on your mistake.
Evet, mentor. May the shame I feel never fade.
New book, new cave, loads are dead. Premature. That's more like it. And new key. Altair, what now? This memory takes place 30 years after the previous one. It seems like Abbas is taking control of the assassins. And Altair and this woman Maria have had children in this span of time. Honest here, I want to read about this part of Altair's life. Like the bit after Assassin's Creed 1, I want to read about. Because playing them in this game is fine, but it's like trying to look at a typewriter's ink ribbon underneath an MRI machine. It works, but there's better ways to do it. The fuck happened to his fingers? This salesman tells Ezio that the Janissary captain, Tarek Bartley, is around here somewhere. We're gonna go interrogate him, see what's up in his world. Of course, as I was telling him, that's when some scumfuck decided to give my liver a chrome makeover. Tariq is meeting with a man named Yoel. They go over to the Arsenal district, the only place locked off to me. So, we'll incite a riot to break the door down. Simple enough solution, but it works. Thanks to the database, apparently this Manuel guy is called Manuel Palaiologos. He sees the weapons and leaves for wherever the hell he's going. We see the weapons and leave for the hideout. Game, I was doing something. Suleiman explains that the last Byzantine Sultan was a Palaiologos, so if Palaiologos is arming himself and the Byzantines, this could be a war in the streets. So, he asks us to learn what Tarek knows, then kill him. We disguise ourselves as a Janissary and infiltrate Tarek's compound. This part was annoying as fuck, that's all I have to say. But it turns out Tarek was on our side. He was preparing to ambush the Templars at Cappadocia, and we killed him on Suleiman's orders. Fuck. Back to Sophia again, and Ezio's reading Dante. That got me thinking about the Dante's Inferno game. That was such a really good hack and slash. I really want to play it again. I never beat it because the final boss was really annoying. Anyway, Sophia wants us to pick up some flowers, and she'll give us the book location in return. 3 white tulips, and we're off to Sophia. She's made a little picnic, and after some conversation, the 2 Italians sit under the Istanbul sun. Time for the final key. Always a man, always a cliche. Who the hell built this place? Key, Altair. A detail I've always really liked is when Altair gets his dual blades, his left hand still has 5 fingers, because the apple helped him modify his blade. Altair makes his way through Masyaf, killing those who betrayed the Creed. He's met with assassins who support him, and he walks to Abbas, and ends him justly. After we're done with Altair for a bit, we still have to let Suleiman know that we killed an innocent man under his orders. The Palaiologos weapons have been sent to a place called Cappadocia, so we're headed there. Suleiman prepares the trip. Yusuf has heard that we're off, but he tells us that the Janissaries have blockaded the harbor until we're caught. Then he gives us a very large bomb, and it should be fun. It was. It really was. We're off to a mountain city. Sounds lovely. Arx Vitalis ass setting.
My brother-in-law says that outside it's sunny, but if you're up there, you're all kept prisoner.
Ezio's taken some 11th century fashion advice from our old friend, and we meet the Ottoman spy here, a woman named Delara. There we go. Oh, she's been captured. That was fast. Manuel and a man named Chikulu talk about their men's training, and it seems he's killed a good number of Ottomans. We find the prison key and release Delaria. She runs to what looks to be an execution. For some reason, this mission disabled all my ranged weapons, except the poison darts for some reason. This second fuck right here always got me detected, so I just killed him and hit his body. Then we fight Chikulu. Again, no ranged. So Delaria tells Ezio that the guns in the city mostly don't work, but the gunpowder is real. So, we're gonna cause some chaos. Sweet Jesus, fuck. Well, time for a fair and honest key to the fifth. Oh, Ahmet. Hello. Oh no. Oh, turns out Raging Inferno and Enclosed City doesn't work wonders for the lungs. We run and make back to the ship. Altair. Altair is leading the Polos to safety after some Mongols have invaded Masyaf. And after some walking, we see Altair give Niccolo Polo the Masyaf key. How did he record this memory on a key as he was giving it to Niccolo? Fuck if I know. That's not a great welcoming gift. We headed to Sophia's shop. There's more corpses than usual here, and oh no, Yusuf. No. God fucking damn it. Fuck! Advance on the arsenal. Kill them all. Ahmet, I didn't say the line, but Ezio does it for me.
Where is she?
Galata Tower, Masyaf keys. You'll die before you set foot within 1,500 kilometers of Masyaf, Ahmet. I'm sure of it. Something tells me that's not Sophia. Now who would have guessed? Oh fuck. Come on. End of it all. Let's get going. Like how it all started. Except for this time, I'm lobbing corpses like I know what a basketball is.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
Well, what now? Now it's this. The end of it all. Sophia and Ezio are making their way to Masyaf. Up to the castle, through the hallways, down to Altair's library. We're gonna let this play out.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, Altair.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. send the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus, or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
God damn. We can skip past this. These games are much better when they're driven by the characters they're within. These fucks don't mean anything to anybody, so I don't care. Anyway, Desmond woke his ass up and we're outside the temple. That's Assassin's Creed Revelations, and that's the Ezio trilogy. I always love to come back to these games. Honestly, God, when I finally get streaming all set up, I want 100% all these games. Well, the games I like, not but that kind of stuff I gotta do with people bullshitting around me. So we'll hold off on that for now. Next up is AC3, or Arcanum, depending on how that goes. Cheers.